the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Really held him to a short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On first down, it's Fields. But I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. Quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Open man is Thielen is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Cousins on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll go down the field for goals inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, north of 20 yards. The first drive here in the first half, we're going to be tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver will get involved as this game goes on.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes
we're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Fields. And he will slide down with a good gain. Doing a good job escaping the pressure and gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge challenge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From just shy of midfield, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fields. This will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight, well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense, but you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bears! From 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 43 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Fields forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Dalvin Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. To throw is Fields. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier on one kick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Cousins to throw it. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A 10th carry in the game for Carr. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far, and limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Cousins here to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play. 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Little C.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps.